joining us for tonight's channeling. Greetings, everyone, for being here. All right, we're going to it with messages if there aren't any, and go into the Q&As as soon as possible. So, all right, blessings. Yeah, here we go. Greetings, this is Michael. Blessings to you all. Energies to you to, yes, unlock the confusion of what to believe and not to believe. But of course, believe what resonates with you will take you into the direction that is right for you. Not everyone's going to be on the same timeline or the same information timeline. Doesn't make it always wrong. It's just not right for you. Yes, your major timelines are being shifted at this moment. Have not all made their appearance yet. But there's many shifts on the way throughout the duration of this year. So this end of this year would most likely be an unusual one from what we are seeing. Now that it can shift out, but most likely humanity is continuing on it. And it's also part of the awakening vibrations that we're going to continue to go through. It's going through all your energies that are willing for it to come through. Basically, you are healing the monster of negativity across your planet, basically. And it's a heavy one, as you can see. And many of you, why you're feeling tired and worn out, is because I wouldn't use the word battling it, but you are being affected by its low vibrations. So when you're here to bring a positive light, you can feel very drained because the forces here do not want their dark to be faded out. So, and some are headstrong on this planet, as you see, are holding on to negativity. So some of you might be connected to that. You might not know this person in person, but throughout the astral universe, it can be very daunting. So blessings to you. Greetings to you. I'm only here for a brief moment. I am the consciousness of Dracula. Yes, there has a lot of archonic energies there of taking blood from others and giving one energy. Yes, it does exist, but it's mostly an energy reduction. And it's usually done by vibration. Well, it showed as blood. To give you an understanding, yes, my consciousness does exist. There are different forms of my vibration. Some are, yes, using me as a negative, but it's not always has to be in that regard. But for your world at this state of mind, negativity is what it knows best. And get the attention of higher dimensional beings. You might show it as a negative force in your dimension, but that does not mean it's always a negative. And the higher dimensions, yes, it is gathering knowledge, basically. In your world, yes, it's through the neck, it's through fangs, but there are other ways of gathering information. So it's just to show that Some of us are just very curious, and we are depicted on certain energies on your planet. It's a life force. Basically, you come to experience through others, not just yourself. So friends of yours have other friends, and you experience it through your friends' energy. So you want to know more, even if you're not always aware of it in this reality. I will be back for future connections. So I want to say hello. Greetings, I am Q, an Archon being. Greetings. A positive Archon. Yes, we are connecting worlds. Yes, we have strings of knowledge go out to your planet and realities. As you are all experiencing new developments on your world, yes, you are used to the old timelines. The old timelines are wearing thin in this reality, as meaning that you're getting tired of the old you. Even your weeks and months and days will eventually shift. You might add an extra day to your month or even remove it altogether. That has not been brought into your reality yet. Eventually it will be. As you're going to get tired of the old paradigm, even your calendar is actually causing difficulties. It keeps you in the Archon grid. I believe some of you have an understanding of that. So get rid of it altogether would be probably just as well. Eventually that will occur. But for now, so yes, removing that and removing other attributes, removing your calendar would really remove a lot of negativity and old thought patterns. So we are here to assist you at this time. Yes, we are earthbound. We are connected to your planet at this moment. And we are humanoid, at least I am. Not all of us are. So whenever you're ready, you have to assist.
Thank you, Q.
Great.
First up is Daria.
Hey there, Q.
Yes, greetings to you.
Greetings.
Yes.
So, what kind of messages do you have for me?
Yes, you came on to this world reluctantly. You were asked to assist this Earth's upbringing into the higher dimensions. So yes, it took a lot of persuading to do, basically. You are very connected to Mars, as you find that place a lot more exciting than this one. This one is kind of still childish in its old ways. But you come here to help it in its transition. Basically, you already know that, but you are shifting into a new paradigm. You don't have to be doing it publicly, but you're working behind the scenes, as you can see. As you're also removing a lot of political figures, you do run into them. You might not think about it, not need to, but you're kind of letting them know of their foolishness and just get right to the point, basically, and to rid of the old paradigm, because the politics is basically slowing this Earth's ascension energies down. Eventually, all of that will be removed, but not yet. The kids are still holding on to them, as you can see.
Yeah, that's a good info there.
Yes.
So, apropos removing like old energies,
Yes.
what do you think in a positive future timeline that I'm with my landlord? I just filed papers for the court today, which was, as you said, like straight to the
Point.
case
Yes. This
point.
one, yes, if you need more to continue. Yes, you just, yes, this one's going to fight back, but it's going to show a lot of this. Their one war is going to show a lot of their faults, basically, and might even be removed from their own property, possibly because of mental illness and abuse of others, to mental abuse towards others. So it's not looking good for your landlord at this time.
Ah, just what I saw. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
and have a splendid time.
Yes. Blessings.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Next up is Emmy, and I've got her questions.
Mm.
The first one is I haven't been feeling well lately. My body feels weird. Sometimes I feel depressed, and it's hard to stay focused. Is there something you can recommend for this?
Well, it has to do with your location. Your location is what's causing you're away from a lot of nature. So the further away from you are, at least from the green nature, the further away from it is, you have difficulties adjusting. But of course, the individuals that you're around are very toxic also. So it's like they're putting you into a mental cage. A lot of it's a reptilian mind control that's going on with those co-workers there. So it's hard to be yourself, and that's another thing you're having difficulties. You want to be you and not hide it all. So it's another part of where you're finding difficulties. So what to do? Yes, to change locations. But when you connect to more of the greenery of nature, you definitely feel a load off. But what to do until then, from now to then, is yes, rest and meditate. There's not much you can really do at this moment. Your guides will assist you in bringing positive images to your mind. Blessings.
Thank you. Her second question says, I am accepting a job that will take me to Cuba. What information do you have for me regarding that job and experience? Thank you.
Well, we remove a lot of mind control that's going on where you're currently at. Of course, Cuba is not perfect either, but where you're at now is an Archon grid there to basically bring in it's attracting more negativity than bringing in positive energies. So it has been done by the reptilians. The reptilians can manipulate Archon energies and bring in more negativity. And so, of course, that's why there's so much negativity in that area. It attracts it, basically. With your direction in Cuba, it won't be perfect. It'll be up and down. But I believe we will have a more mental stability there. Blessings.
Thank you very much. Next up is Lila.
Greetings.
Yes.
Can you please tell me about my connection to Bermuda Triangle? I am a little bit working on that. Is anything happen?
Well, yes, you're releasing a lot of negativity that's been causing a lot of negative forces, basically, for humans to think not in the most positive sense, at least those in that area. Basically, allow more of the truth to come out. That would be some time for it to occur, but basically for more positive energies to come out of. We're trying even strange colors in the waters, possibly, as basically that you're cleansing that vibration at this time from what we are seeing. And most of the alien anomalies will be seen over time in your connection. But yes, Atlantis is really your connection, and that is why you're there. You're basically guarding it for the most part, from what I can see. So
that means Antarctica, right?
No, not necessarily. No.
I understand the old energy of Atlantis. The second question is your personal message for me. Thank you.
Yes, it is. One moment. When you connect to your energies, you are rubbing two stones together, creating new vibrations, basically new timelines, not just for yourself or for others. So when you're doing your healings, you're letting others choose if they want to go into a more positive timeline or not. So during your healings, you are having a discussion with that person or being if they want what they want. So you are having a lot of conversations, it seems. Some are rejecting the healings only because they choose more of a darker path, as you could probably see. So that's our messages.
Yes, thank you very much. Thanks.
Christy, you're next.
Hello, Q.
Greetings to you. Yes.
Greetings. And is this the Q as in QAnon, or is this just another being
This
named
is not
Q?
related to any QAnon.
Okay, gotcha.
We are connected to those energies, but this is not QAnon. No.
Okay. My first question is, I had a vision of working with on the Galactic Federation ship, and I saw Vladimir Putin and Trump up there as well, working with all the Galactic Federation people and humans, going there. Can you give me some more information of what's going on and how I'm helping and working with them?
Yes, there's a lot of false realities right now that you're to divide your America and your Russia, to put Russia in a negative light, as you can see. Much of also China is being added to this friendship pact, but has not been done publicly. Eventually it will. So there are basically a global friendliness is occurring behind the scenes. So yes, for a more, you can say world government, but more of a positive world government is being worked on, as if there's a lot of negative forces. Even the humans themselves aren't really ready for it, as you can probably pick up on. So they would actually rather have it not happen now than later. But many humans aren't ready to experience that. They are kind of worried about a more peaceful Earth. You'd be surprised. So, yes.
Okay. And then my second question is, can you tell me some more information about my German Antarctica aspect?
One moment. That's occurring at this moment?
I just feel connected with it when they talk about it on the SSP.
Well, Antarctica, yes, you've had many incarnations of where it was not where it is positioned at this time. Antarctica has also been known to be above the water, above the seas, actually hovering. You can probably pick up on a hovering land, even going far up into the skies. That is what you're used to actually connecting to. A flying island, basically. That is what Antarctica used to be. So that is something you can connect to, is basically higher vibrations. There's plenty of flying islands in your past that have not been connected to. And it's a place that, yes, you can fly to each one, to jump, whatever it might be. That is the energy I'm seeing you're connected to, Mrs. Sun.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yes, awesome.
Hi, Q. I'm next, and I'm
Yes.
just wondering if you have any messages for me.
You are, yes, releasing a lot of reptilian mind control from the past. Basically, you can connect more to your higher self energies. So you are rewriting your timelines. This is of the unknown. I mean, you know, but where you're going is the unknown. But as a good unknown, basically, you will connect more to your powers and see more positive beings around you. I believe in the next couple of years, what we are seeing, you'll just see them roaming around. You also see definitely angelic energies if you not see them now. In time, you'll see their flickering energies as you need to, because the Earth is going to become less negative over the next couple of years.
Yay. Thank you. Also, I'm starting to hear certain vibrations or sounds that just sound like black and white noise. Can you tell me what that's all about?
Well, some of that has to do with the mind control that's going around the planet to basically keep humans aligned with the old timelines. Some are releasing it, some are not. So some of that is coming from that. It's basically, it's like a dog can hear it, cats can hear it, but humans can't. It's basically to keep them at bay, but it can get louder, it can get softer. So you can tune that energy out if you wish, but it is part of that grid from what we are seeing.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yes.
Blessings. Next up is Stephen.
Hello, Q.
Greetings to you. Yes.
Greetings, much love. I was wondering if you could connect with me and my Archon energies and what I'm doing, assisting in healing the Archon grids and everything, and just what I've been doing lately here with the Archon energies. Thank you.
Well, yes, here you are, you can say, setting up for future alien connections with the Earth. For first contact, you are going to the places where it will occur around the Earth. As for the date of when this will occur is, not always going to be known publicly for many reasons. But we can say that there are places of, like California, San Francisco area. There are areas of Switzerland, are places that you do go for seeing the future and setting up and seeing possibilities. So with the Archon energies, you are bringing in a graceful energy, of course. But a lot of it has to do with timelines, seeing with the outrage and fear you go through those pretty quickly in your mental state. Basically, you put out scenarios and you know how it's going to play out. So those are 2 areas we can mention at this time. Most likely there'll be others, but that you're working on. There's several others actually, but that's what's allowed to be known at this time.
Sweet, sweet. Thank you. And second question is I had a recent dream. I got a lot of dreams, but too many to go into that. But the one really fascinating me is I was in a room in a house, and I was on the bed, and I was watching TV. I remember a couple kids were outside playing with like the animals, dogs or something. I told them to come back in. And then when I went to my room, I sat like watching the TV. There's a pillow on the end of my bed, and I was like, "Oh, let's see if I can do it." So I held up my hand, and telekinetically, I started, focusing on it and trying to move it. And to my surprise, the pillow actually moved. I was surprised myself. I was like, "Wow!" So I took another pillow and put it there, and then I started doing the same thing, and I pushed out and off the bed too. So then a grandma-like energy came in. She's like a grandma, I felt. And I was like, sit down, get a chair, sit down, watch this. And I started doing it at first, and she's like, nah, why are you playing with me? And she started walking away, saying, no, just wait for a second. She said, oh, okay. So then, so I did it again with the pillow, and I moved it. And then something really key that she says, well, it looks like you'll be starting a new job. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know what that meant. And then I started dancing. I got up and I started dancing, like, yeah. And then somebody came in the door, and I was like, hey, watch this. And I put my hand, and I was like on the other side of the room, and there's like a water bottle there, and there's like a Pepsi bottle at the other end. And I literally pushed the whole Pepsi bottle over, and it spilled. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know it was going to go that far. And I was just wondering if you connect, because I feel that I'm going to bring these energies very soon into my consciousness now. Thank you.
Yes, this is the energy from another version of you and another Earth. Yes, you're bringing that. It's giving you a glimpse of what you're capable of. So over time, yes, you will be tapping into these energies even stronger. Part of it, yes, I would give a couple of years for this to fully start to flourish. As once again, a lot of the negativity is going to begin to release from the human mental state. A lot of humans aren't ready to interact with this energy yet, because they're kind of forcing the old Earth onto everyone, keeping it going. So, but we believe you will tap into more of your inner self. So this is just your higher self energies reaching out to you, but also your galactic family is along with this vibration. Basically, they continue to use this power more in your modern day. So give yourself some time, but yes, keep connecting for sure. Blessings.
Thank you. Blessings.
Next up is Dragon.
Greetings.
Hi.
Yes. Thanks.
Can you explain from your perspective what Archons do and the difference between a positive and negative Archon?
A negative Archon is to take you down to your lowest denominator, down to 0. How low can you go? If it goes to depression, to take everything down, take your negativity as low as all your negativity can go. But the positive Archons, you're here to do the exact opposite and to help you raise your vibrations as high as they can go, connecting you to the sun and other worlds, other universes. So the negative Archons basically here to keep you on Earth, also keep you earthbound as a soul. So that's why suicide is glorified in your Hollywood, to keep you as an Earth being, so they can drain your vibrations even more and keep others down. So they want ghosts on this world, so they can keep the lower vibrations continue. The ghost dimensions are very important, keeping the negativity going. So the more ghost souls that don't transfer into the higher realms gives your power. So a lot of your problems on the Earth has to do with the lower energies that have not crossed into a higher vibration, basically, that you cannot see. So with the higher energies, yes, we are assisting, but we also we can't interfere with free will. This is why there's so much negativity on your planet. Some just choose more negativity than positive. So we have to respect that.
Thank you. Do you have any messages for me?
Yes, you are connected to a crystal grid that is connected to the Earth's core. You can also see the Earth's core as a crystal grid itself. As it is becoming more powerful, and your abilities will christened with it as the higher dimensions will come through. So you are allowing a lot of the, you're careful what you bring in. You're kind of at half power at this time, but you can power yourself up. But because the Earth isn't ready for a higher energies quite yet, but you can bring it in whenever you feel to do so. But you're very careful. You don't want, because bringing in a higher dimensional energy can make others feel very more depressed if they're not ready for it. So you're very careful what you bring in, basically. That's a message.
Thank you. Much love.
Yes.
Umberto, you're up.
Hello, Q.
Yes, greetings to you.
Greetings. 1 second. Let me pull up my question. Okay. My first question. I've been looking into being a kind of life coach as a career. I've been finding how many states in the US don't require certification to legally be one, but some sources say that that may change one day. I'm very confident that I have many very good sources to study to become a good life coach already.
Yes.
I wanted to know if you see me legally needing some kind of quote unquote or official certificate of some kind for this kind of career.
Not at the moment, no. I believe down the road they might, once you have a career in that position, most likely no one will, and even if you are in that career, it won't be very difficult to get one. But I believe at this time, yes, you will not need one at the moment. Depending on where you go. For most places, you do not need a certificate at this time.
Okay. My second question, any messages for me about this kind of career path I desire?
Yes, it is it's one of many other career choices that you're going to be experiencing, because you're going to be capable of many other things. Also, we see as a researcher, if you might not pick up on the energy now, but you'll be able to connect with research energies as something you can explore over time. But basically, it would be, more of a metaphysical researcher, basically. So there's not necessarily a career for that fully yet. Basically, connecting to alternative timelines, histories, and energies. But yes, as a life coach, will be more, but I believe you're connecting more galactically also. So you have more galactic knowledge within you. You might not always identify where it's coming from, but you're basically seeing an alternative reality is going to be connected to more in the coming years. So, yes,
Okay.
this is
Yes. It's very interesting. Thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Much love to you.
Yes.
Next up is Bobby.
Greetings to you.
Greetings, Q.
Yes.
Hey, thank you for coming in and answering my questions.
Yes.
I actually appreciate that I get a chance to speak with an Archon because I've been healing some of my past life connections with Archons and the manipulation. But I'll save that for my second question. My first question is, I had an intense experience this past weekend where I was feeling some intense energies that drew me to the point where I ended up collapsing and passing out. I brought myself to consciousness again pretty quickly, but I was out of it, and I had pulled myself onto the toilet to sit upright, and I ended up almost passing out again, but I woke up vomiting all over the place. After that, the energies were intense, and I had to sit down for a while to process them. Can you connect with my energy field and my anatomy to tell me a little bit more about what was happening to me?
Yes, an energy wave hit you. We believe it was like a Archon attack or other beings, but I believe it was an Archon attack. Basically, you're letting go of unnecessary energies, and you can say some of them fought back. You are doing a major release, and what you are connected to is very fragile in your Earth's past. You're releasing darkness, and you're connecting more to your inner power. You're believing more in yourself, and it caused, basically, you removed a blockage that did not want to believe it. Basically, a dark entity energy. So they're trying, I guess you can say they're trying to warning you not to do this any longer, but we believe you will, succeed. You're removing dark vibrations, basically. And some of them got very angry at you, you can say.
I felt that.
Yes.
Because it escalated very quickly. It started
Yes.
from a minor discomfort, and then it just went full blown. And then I'm not one to really pass out like that, but I just kind of lost consciousness and it hit the floor. You know.
Yes.
So
It is like a creature energy. It was it was above you and around you. It was, you know, because you are making great progress, and you released it, and it was just furious. So to continue on your path, though.
Thank you for that.
I don't believe this will happen again either, from what we were saying.
All right, very good. For my second question, I was looking to see if you can, shed some light on some of my connections with the Archon Collective.
Oh yes, the ones that cause difficulties on this world, you've caused difficulties for them. It's kind of like you had a revenge with them quite many times, tested them greatly. As this was during when Earth was going more into the sleep state. So part of they were attacking. They couldn't put you to sleep basically in your past. It was not working, and you just did not want to follow humanity's direction. And you were a human, but you were highly evolved vibrationally. And so you kind of attacked them, and that also brought more negativity towards you, but then you healed that. So you're just a very difficult one to break down. So eventually you had to go into an incarnation to be shut down. They could not shut you down for anything. So you had another incarnation where you're more of the current human state of mind. So you're like a magician wizard in the past. So Atlantean, you were multiple talents. You probably already know of that. A lot of it's been, deeply shut down, but you can reactivate it over time. So the Archons, you've had a lot of disagreements with them. So that's one of them, at least.
I'm looking to heal that. That's why I wanted to know a little bit more, just so I can, trust up my energies and activate myself gradually.
Yes, trust your. Yes, a lot of Buddha's energies are around you. He's assisting you during this process. So anytime you get attacked, like it won't happen again like that. We can always bring Buddha's vibration around you anytime, of course.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We'll do. Much love. Blessings.
Yes.
Next up is James S.
Hello, greetings, Q.
Greetings to you. Yes.
It's nice to speak to you.
Yes.
I've been going through something similar to Bobby. I feel like I've been connected to Archangel Michael my whole life. My mom actually told me that I was born to a doctor named Michael Love, and so I don't know. It's my whole life I've had like a theme of a lot of negativity around me, and kind of like I feel like I'm here to speak the truth, and most people don't like that.
Yes.
Especially my parents. And I've dealt with a lot of suicide and depression throughout my life because I never felt like I really belonged here.
Yes.
And so I just wanted to know like more of like my connection to Archons, what because I know I've been like battling some negativity, but I feel like Archangel Michael's really been there to help me a lot. So whatever you could tell me more about that.
Well, yes, with Michael, yes, you basically, you need to learn these lessons to keep you. A lot of these problems happen in your life is to keep you awake, but also to learn life lessons here that are hard. To basically know what it is feel like to be human, because you don't believe you're going to have another human experience like this ever again. So it's like part of you is like, let's get this over with. So it's like, let's do this now, so I don't have to do it in the future. So instead of having multiple lifetimes of great pain, put it all into one lifetime. But yes, Michael is there to help you up and not to interfere. So that with the doctor Michael that's there, it's just to show his vibrations, but not to take you out of your lesson plan. We believe it will get more positive over time. But yes, the Archon energies, you connect to the very intense vibration, basically to put you at brink of death, wanting to die. But your inner spirit, the inner Michael within you, kept you going, as you can see. So yes, we don't believe this will occur in your future. You'll get stronger and stronger over. I believe those major tests are over from what we've seen.
Yeah, I feel like it's over now, but I'm just doing a lot of healing from all of that.
Well, a part of you will thank the Archons over time, maybe not now, but in the future, because the life lessons are, when everything's going well, it's easier to look at it. So
yeah, I
in due
agree.
time.
Yeah. And also, I'm thinking about moving soon, but I'm not sure really where I want to move to. I'm thinking about maybe somewhere in like a mountainous region or maybe oceans, because I like both of those environments. Where can you see like vibrationally where I'd be more, I guess, happier?
I feel the ocean energies would probably be the strongest with you. You have oceans with mountain energies around, like the Seattle area, if you're in the United States.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am.
The Seattle area has positive vibrations that you can have both. You have both worlds there. That's something to think about, especially the greenery energies. So in that part of the region, we do see you. Parts of Oregon also, if you're willing to look at the tree energies are very strong with you. Yes, you've been a tree of many incarnations. So
yeah, I resonate with that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was actually thinking about moving to Oregon, so that makes sense.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Not an easy place, but nowhere's easy.
Yeah, right. All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Much blessings.
Yes.
Blessings.
Next up is Michelle.
Hi, Q.
Greetings to you.
How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you.
Wonderful. So I am planning a trip to Chicagoland area.
Yes.
And I just kind of want a heads up on what to pay attention to while I'm there.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
I actually am just checking some stuff out. So I'm not really sure if this is a good tactic, but I've already made the plan. So how does it look for, I don't know, lessons and or, I don't know, goodness.
But there are people there that you're going to meet, correct?
Yeah.
Connect with? Yes. Yeah. I believe that is the most important, is those connections. Okay. The Chicago area is not that important. There's a lot of Archon grids there, as you're probably aware, and it's more than you need to heal, but you can warn a great. I believe it'll bring a lot of positive experiences. But what matters is the people that you're with. Yeah. At this time, so yes, a lot of growing that needs to be done there. Newer insights. So yes, the reason that you're going there is to learn from those that you are connecting to. So not to say it'll be a negative experience, but it'll be an experience that's much needed at this time for healing, from what we see.
Okay, good. Second question I have is related to, I had a reading done, and it was talking about healing my relationship with my mom. And I made contact with her, and I would like to kind of get an idea. It said like this week was really important for like changing dynamics in this particular relationship, which has been a very hard relationship.
Yes.
So do you have anything for me to really focus on so I can like work on it as quickly as possible?
Well, we do see that the two of you are pretty much polar opposites, correct?
Yeah.
So we say to, yes, go slowly with it. Be careful of your words. Your words, she can take those, as you know, take those words and throw them at you. Basically, she can weaponize words too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she gets offended really easily. Right. And you're not trying to be offensive.
Right.
So she takes everything the wrong way. No, yes, just about everything. So she's a fragile soul that has a lot of confusion being on this planet. Basically, she sees things the opposite of what they really are, which is not an easy incarnation, as you can see.
Yeah.
So she's like a polar opposite being. So yes.
It said in my reading that it was my job to use my sword, which is my words.
Yes.
To use facts and be like take the emotion out of it
Mm-hmm.
to heal this as best as humanly possible. I suppose, is that an accurate, from what you see, description? If I engage and just have logical, fact-based conversations, can we get to some sort of stasis where it's a pretty neutral relationship, or is that not a thing?
Well, what your guides are saying to us is keep your conversations with her short, because she can take a long conversation and truly turn it against you, basically. Right. So yeah, short segments, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, possibly, if you can withstand that. Yeah. Just reaching out to be with kindness, maybe once a week. It's up to you. It's just something that's going to a slow graduation into her energy field. She doesn't trust anybody either. Even you, she doesn't really trust. She doesn't trust anyone. It's just like she truly is put herself into a hole. Yeah. Fortunately. So do the best you can. Positive intentions. Even if she does get vicious with you, just send her light to just end the conversation too. Mm-hmm. But say, hey, we'll talk. Keep it positive, though. It's like, don't yell at her or anything like that, because she provokes. She wants that, actually.
No, yeah.
Negative energy. She wants to feed off of it.
I'm very clear on that. So
yes.
Okay.
So just keep it positive, keep it short, and I believe it's going to take some time. It's like, if you feel like talking to her, then go for it.
Well, I don't feel like it, but I feel like it's necessary.
Yes.
Yes,
it is it's like this is necessary. It's like, this is a good day to talk to mom, even if you don't want to.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, send you energies.
Okay, next up is James M.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, my question is kind of similar to the last James. Like, I want to move, but like, I'm kind of torn between like mountainous areas and city areas. So what do you think? I live in the US, by the way.
We feel, interesting enough, we feel like with you, the city would be actually more interesting. What city is up to you? It feels like part of you have enough nature within that the city actually needs your vibration, because you are actually pulling from nature. So you're giving your nature energies to humans, actually, which is interesting. So it's up to you how you feel about that. I believe for nature, it'll be fine, but the city is really calling for you, for what we see.
Yeah, I do want to live in the city.
It's more
I've lived in the city before.
More excited for what we see. And it just, once again, you're giving to it. And you're receiving, of course. Yes.
Interesting, yeah. Because I'm kind of like calm in like frenetic situations.
You are a healing force. And they need your vibration, even where you are. Yes, you just send out, you're like a light bulb. You send out vibrations.
Okay. So my second question is, am I an Archon, and like, do I have any Archon connections or anything?
Yes, you dealt with much of the reptilians. You actually helped them do genetic engineering of other beings. Not necessarily for the negative, but you assisted them as an Archon being. Some of them just weren't doing it right in the ancient worlds. You even helped a lot of the felines with the human genetics. So you're very much a genetics is, if I can say it, throughout your Archon life. Reptilians have been fascinating because they take it further than most species, even to a time of where they cause difficulty for their own species. So you're usually assisting with more genetic creations as an Archon being. That's what we see.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Lucy, you're next.
Thank you, Mary.
Good.
Hello to
Yes.
you. Well, there seems to be a theme going tonight. And I'll just preface this by saying I've only put all the clues together to I found out exactly who I am about a month and a half ago. And I've been having these bouts of feeling like I've been being attacked. But last week I had an actual physical threat to my life. Like I was going to be killed if I didn't react. And then this week, it's like I'm literally become afraid to go to sleep, even though I have all the dogs in the bed with me. And I'm starting, at first, I don't feel like I have it on me because I've had that feeling of a reptilian on me before that had to be removed.
Yes.
I feel then I was feeling like it's the house, it's haunted or something's come here. I'm feeling maybe it's a parade of lower energies or that are very strong, and it's not astral. And so I'm thinking, has a portal opened up inside my house, outside? What's going on? I need to shut it down because it's dangerous. Ever since I put the clues together about who I am, it's been very, very, very rough. And now it's like I'm getting triple timed threats. And I don't know what I'm facing. And if it's one thing or several entities. If you could help me.
You angered a reptilian queen. Now this was in the astral world.
Yeah, it didn't feel reptilian, but yeah.
Well, there's also an Archon princess energy around you too.
Wonderful.
And interesting, this one's connected to the royals. The Archon is. And so,
well, my family is actually.
Yes, this Meghan Markle, whatever it calls her, the new one that just came in, her vibration is around you at this time, very vicious. Because basically, it's like you're here to awaken humanity, and they're there to close it. So I see her energy
converted.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
And she's very vicious. And there's a portal energy in your room.
It is
where you
in
sleep.
my room. I knew that because I would feel okay, and I go in there, and it's like, and I've got tons of crystals in there, but I don't. I need to know. Yeah, I don't
around
usually
your doorway.
do magic actually anymore because I did something bad and it was terrible, and I felt bad forever. So anyway, whatever.
It's around the entrance into your room is where this portal is.
Right at the doorway or
the doorway.
Inside the doorway.
It is
so
a doorway.
I need to close this portal. Like, how did it open in the first place? Like,
mostly the beings that because you're changing timelines where the royals aren't as powerful as they are, so you're ruining their party. So around your doorway is where they planted it. Mostly reptilian energy was part of that plant.
Wow, it just felt so much stronger than a reptilian because they're more like succubus.
Well, that's the Archon energy is
totally like they want to kill me like dead.
Yes.
More like take my soul and put it in a box.
Yes, this one that's been entered, she's become more vicious because she wants to live the lifestyle.
Is it because I found out who I was and I'm aware now? And so that's more threatening because they've been my whole life trying to hide it.
Exactly. Other beings have been hiding it. Part of you hasn't been ready to see it.
Right.
But there's.
So I need to fight fire with fire.
Yes, with scandals around the royals happen for a reason to diffuse their popularity. So it's done. When scandals happen around them, that's actually to close on their power, basically. It's the only way that's basically the truth is coming out.
I highly doubt just closing the portal is going to help. So I would like to know what to do. And my second question was going to be, it's kind of tied in with that. This is actually protection of my physical body from the forces from 5G, which there's a transformer outside my house. I wanted to know I'm trying to form in my mind to send you the image of the man who they make orgone, but they're on a grand scale that do many feet. And there's an outside one that's powered by solar, and there's an inside one that's just very large and covers, it can, goes through walls. It's a very large one. We're talking a couple of $1,000s here. It's not like the ones you find, they're pretty much on the ball. And I want to know if that's will help me be able to sleep better and just calm the energy of my everything, of my house from 5G. And would this also help me in keeping, these entities from coming on so strong? Or do I need to ask more Pleiadians to come around?
Well, yes, it's good to have more Pleiadian energies around. Yes, we believe that will help, but we can't guarantee it'll happen quickly once you receive these items if you wish to go in that direction. We can't guarantee it will happen fast. So,
apparently it says you sleep right away, like it's people
possibly.
felt it.
Well, yes, but you're different than those that
Right,
have slept.
yeah, I sure am.
So you can, yeah, your vibrations, I mean, you can always sleep in a different room, which is probably more...
Well, I actually was just sleeping on the futon in the living room. And,
yes.
and I didn't know why.
Well, we say to do a healing with sage around your doorway, or use the techniques that you feel comfortable with. And it will take a few days for it to diffuse itself. So, but you're still going to have visitations.
Walk them.
Well, animal energies.
Specific crystal you can feel in my house.
Well, animal energies call in those vibrations.
Right. Well,
the owl.
To the point where they're growling at something.
Yes. Yes, because a lot of beings are coming and going. Insectoid beings are coming and going through there. So, basically, where you live, the whole place needs to be cleared, basically.
Exhumed.
Yes.
Yeah, I felt like I'm suddenly living in Amityville Horror, and I didn't think it was an attachment on me directly anymore.
No, it's not. No, it's more attached.
I don't feel like I'm. Yeah,
it's more to the building than you.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's not just where you live, but it's outside also, as you know.
Well, then I need to call the Elohim. I need some Michael.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So.
And it's lovely to talk to you.
Yes.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Unless you have anything else to add.
No, just give it time for it to diffuse. Once again, your house, where you're living and outside is put your energies to, and just give it a few days. You most likely will feel a shift there.
I'm gonna order these orgons anyway.
Yes.
Might not help with them, but it'll help with the
yes, it will give you. You will work with it. Yes. 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 So, blessings.
Right. All right. Yes. Thank you very much.
Yes. Blessings to you.
For the confirmation.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, Colin is up next.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Seems like a lot of people here are going through a lot of stuff, myself included. It's good to have company in misery.
Yes, of course.
But yeah, so I'm curious if you can tune into the relationship I've been in with this woman for about 2 years now. I'm wondering if there's any messages around what's been going on lately.
Well, yes, you see you going through a healing energy. Basically, you're going to see each other more clearly over time. Yes, there's been bumps in the road. Yes, major ones. But, right now she is seeing you from what she's not seeing you clearly, because she has her perception that she sees a distortion field in her mental state. We believe your connection will get stronger over time. As the more honest you are, of course, you have been pretty honest with her, but she has not been fully honest with you. I mean, she has not told her her whole story fully yet, that will help release her negativity. So it's just storing quite a bit of it in from what we are seeing. Not to say it's being deceptive, but a lot has not been released for her to let go. She's not ready to let go of the past, basically. So you are assisting with this. You're actually connecting to a lot of positive Archon energies to heal the situation. So it has been up and down, but we do see the waters getting better over time.
I see. So we've kind of been on this break. I mean, we're still hanging out and in contact with each other, but the last week or so we've gone kind of a few days, quite a while actually, without really connecting. Do you see that? Was that the same messages around that?
Yes, it just, well, she needs time to get her mind straight. She has a lot of, you can say, schizophrenia in some way. At least the thinking is kind of schizophrenic, where it's all over the place.
Yeah.
But with her, we just, yes, she just needs this space. She wants to feel more free, but a relationship, well, it's definitely a relationship. It's kind of like a toned down relationship. But we believe that you will have a stronger connection throughout possibly this weekend coming up. Yes, we feel like there'd be a lot of modifications to your relationship throughout the weekend from what we were seeing. Positive connections. You're just going to go into each other's. We believe it'd be more like a weekend connection for the most part. You'll connect throughout the week, but the weekend energy seems to be the strongest from what we are seeing.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And then, so kind of in my week, kind of struggling and just having kind of this chaotic energy that we're kind of all connecting with. I was driving home and there was it was bright, like almost full moon, and there's no stars out, so the sky was just kind of flooded with light, and there was this just giant, it must have been like a meteorite or something that just lit up the sky.
Nice.
And it felt really connected to me, and I'm wondering if there's if you can connect with that, the messages around that for me.
Well, you can also say that is the universe speaking to the planets, basically showing the beauties of the universe. And eventually the alien energies will get stronger into the planet. Well, for right now, it'll be natural, more of this will occur as the human consciousness begins to enlighten. So with that, vibrations basically is a peace offering to the planets, basically showing the beauty of nature, and more is to come. But yes, as a star being, you are assisting little hints of your galactic neighbors. So that's what we see with that.
So the message was just kind of a universal reaching out, connecting, hey, we're here kind of thing.
Yes, you are in motion with that meteor, so you are a part of it. You are a part of its mission. So you can connect to its vibration of what it's doing, but basically it's just a peace offering, because the Earth is going through a lot of negativity, as you can see.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like cutting through the matrix in some ways. It's like giving it like a chill pill, get its mind off its negative thoughts. Also.
Very cool.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Can I ask you a quick question about Archons? Just how you made the switch from, did you go from negative to positive, or were you always positive?
There's always positive and negative Archons, just like all beings. A lot of the negative ones are very much infused into this planet because they feel like they're making a lot of progress in its Earth's evolution. So, yes, we're always bringing assistance to your world.
Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Brooke.
Hello.
Yes, greetings. Yes.
Brooke, we can't hear you. I'll move on to Braden's questions.
Greetings.
Oh.
Yes.
So my first question is, so I have a lot of
Brooke, how about I go ahead and ask Braden's questions for now and see if he can fix your internet connection, okay? All right. Question 1 for Braden. Are there any messages for me in regards to my relationship?
Just be honest at this time.
Okay.
Just speak through your heart. Just speak what's on your mind, basically. Sometimes you hold back information for good reason. But speak your heart. You are going through a transition.
Okay, thank you. His second question, are there any messages for Roshen?
Yes, she is getting a lot of downloads recently. She's not always knowing what direction to go into. It's to meditate with her energy or just to relax and clear her mind, because part of her mind is kind of conflict. Has a lot of conflict with which direction. Part of her is getting bored of this reality and she wants more out of life. So I believe she will transition to a more exciting vibration. Blessings.
Thank you. Next up is Brooke.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so my question is, I've been having a lot of very, very aggressive muscle tension ever since I was in like a minor car accident. And I've been getting, massage work done and chiropractic work done, but it does not seem to be improving. And it's extremely painful and distracting. And I was wondering if there is any solution I'm overlooking for releasing the tension.
All we see is calcium energies are kind of low.
Uh-huh.
I believe more calcium will bring assistance to that because it has to rebuild its muscle tone. That's what we're seeing at this time. Give yourself, yes, and I believe that will bring some relief. Can't say it's 100% relief, but it'll bring some relief. Basically, other supplements, but they're not giving us details of the items. But calcium should help because it is rather low from what we are seeing at this time.
Okay. I've also been doing transdermal magnesium baths, and those feel like they're helpful.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'll take some calcium. And then my second question is, well, basically, I feel, I don't know, I've had kind of a Lyme disease flare up, and I feel very disconnected from my abilities and my ability to feel things. And I was wondering if there's a way to bring that back up even despite the Lyme, or if I should listen to my body and just rest and not engage with that.
Well, there are supplements that you can, but basically, yeah, just relax.
Okay.
There's a lot of blockages. Well, part of your mind is causing a lot of difficulties. You want to go, 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 and part of it is to slow down.
Okay.
So slowing down, and you'll basically, you'll hear more messages from your guides. Basically, you're still adjusting to all this. So
yes.
So just give yourself some time. We will find a direction where to go, but right now you're still adjusting, going through adjustment.
Crap. I remember the question I actually wanted to ask. It's a mini question. So I have these seizures at night before I go to bed. And before I have them, I usually hear foreign languages or not Earth languages. And I can sometimes understand them. But are those actual messages, or is that just pre-seizure stuff?
No, there are reptilian energies around you, but not always for the negative nature. There are Arcturian vibrations. But you're getting a major download and part of your body can't handle it. So you can also ask for a relief on that. They've been pretty. Basically your soul can break through your body right now and leave. Basically, so
cool.
You're doing the best you can to work with what you have.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, next is Kingsley, and his first question. He says, greetings. I had a dream that I went to Yubia's house and we talked, and I remember seeing her Instagram in my mind. And when I woke up, I searched her name and I searched her name that I had seen in my dream, and I actually found her profile. Any messages behind that?
Yes, this is one that you're connecting to, and astrally being connected to in mostly Palladian incarnations. It's just basically showing that you are on track, that it just basically this being is helping you in your process. Doesn't mean this person will know you in this reality. It's a possibility. But basically just because it's a confirmation that you're in the right direction, basically. Blessings.
Thank you. His second question, any messages for me?
Yes, you're changing timelines and dimension energies. You're going to more of a 6th dimension vibration. So another reason why that dream came through is to show you're going to a new level. So as for your abilities, it will slowly evolve as it needs to. Of course, in other worlds, it'll happen quicker, but because there's so much negativity, things take time here. So just continue on your path. Blessings.
Thank you. Thank you, Q, for
Yes.
answering our questions.
Yes, sending you a energy of love in your experiences here. Things will get better for those that want it to get better, of course. So blessings to you all. Much love. All right, thank you. Do I have a blessing before we go?
Thank you and welcome back.
Thank
I
you.
would just like to say, after hearing everyone kind of going through the same thing tonight, that I feel blessed, and I think we should all feel blessed to have each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes we may argue or whatever, but we always come back around, and really, you're more important to me and relate more than family members now. And it's just really strange. It's just, you're my family, and I love you all, and
For sure.
appreciate it. If that's a blessing.
Yeah,
you guys are my blessing. How about that?
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Over.